So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Flip it in.
Now Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. The Jets are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. And now we've got a stoppage for an injured player, and that appears to be Garrett Wilson, who is shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They run the counter with Cook, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. But you look at this Patriots defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing it up 4th down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flushed out right. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Get 300. Get 300.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Cook running right. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
21.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here we go, get set.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Here we go, 11.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there.
And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Right back to him on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Rodgers now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
This will be fielded at the 17. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice play from Smith-Schuster to get the first down, and he rejuvenated his career in a 1-year stop with Kansas City last season. And the Patriots aggressively targeted him in free agency, hoping to jumpstart their offense.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throw finding Thornton over the middle.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now Jones wants to change it up.
Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Got to give their offensive coordinator credit there. He got right into the head of the defensive coordinator because right on the heels of the sack on second down, he figured they were going to come at him hard again. And so he went ahead and hit what a brilliant call. Screen pass works well enough. They're able to pick up a first down. That's one way to keep that defense at bay.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando.
We get it back out to Brandon Gunn
Jonathan
and Charles Davis.
Ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
21.
Again, it's Elliott. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
The throw over the middle taken in.
He's still on his feet.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead is now 17-3.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line.
11.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Patriots. Julio Jones. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Juwan Bentley.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go. 11.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
60 Vikings.
Here's Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Patriots get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Rodgers with a keeper.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up 1st downs.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Now Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Jets on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Throw right side caught by Davis.
On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 60 yards.
And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Here's Pierre Strong to return it from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Jones.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And a Patriot first down.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Inside give to Elliott. And he's got some space here.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 86 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass.
Just didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
In motion left goes a tight end. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. There he goes left side. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the end zone, it's Strong. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Finding space at the 40. Garrett Wilson.
Now look at him. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 91 yards. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. That was short one to Gesicki. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Completes this one to Thornton.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go. 11.
Now Jones. Hitting Juju on the slam. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the counter, Elliott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. He's going to try and take off with it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On the ready.
They'll try to run it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Ezekiel Elliott with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Rodgers going to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles. But in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose.